Testing 1 2 3. This is a test. Testing 1 2 3. This is a test. Testing. How do I sound, people? How do I sound? Ooh, I already see. Yeah, you came early this time, James, to the stream. I see you in chat already. Nice. Oh, we got a lot of people in chat this time early. Nice. Glad to see y'all coming out for this one. Thank you, but I'm assuming y'all can hear me just fine. So hey everyone, it's Nux, and welcome to another casual talk stream. And this one is going to be a big one. And yeah, just to let y'all know, I'll have some background music, so that'll be what y'all be hearing, but the game will be muted, because the game is not the focus of this stream. This is a talk stream. This is one of those streams where it's mainly going to be focused around me talking, and the game will just kind of be more of a background element. So when I turn on the background music, let me know how that sounds. You know what? Let me get it going right now. What should I get going? I'll put on the Persona music, since that's my usual go-to discussion music. So where is it? Where's the Persona music? That's the one I usually like to put on. Ooh, please don't be loud when I start you up. Sorry if y'all hear it quick. Alright, so I'll put you on like free. And then like one here. Alright, background music is on. Let me know how that sounds. And yeah, Persona has a lot of bangers. What I need to do is I need to get to playing the games, but I've got like so much other stuff I gotta catch up on first, and so much other stuff I'm doing, which is gonna transition into talking about me specifically. You know, what's going on with me and where I've been. So, and yeah, let me double check right now to make sure my voice is good in relation to the background music. I'm checking that right now myself. And it sounds, yeah, I just checked myself, it sounds pretty good. So everything is straight, so I think we're straight. We're straight. Alright. So first off, how are y'all doing in chat tonight? How's everything going with all of y'all in chat tonight? Just to check on chat, you know. With me, like I said, I've just been busy doing all sorts of stuff. You know, some of it important, but a lot of it, not gonna lie, I've been MIA just because I've been trying to enjoy a bunch of stuff. Like, I've been doing a bunch of stuff, like playing games. October was crazy for video games. Obviously, I was playing Sonic X Shadow Generations, and I was going crazy with that game. I was trying to S-rank everything, get all the red rings again, because they changed the layout of the red rings for whatever reason. What else was I doing? I still need to play Brothership. I haven't even touched Brothership yet. That's how busy I've been. So like, there's so much I have to catch up on when it comes to like just games, videos. Obviously, I got to get the Sonic X Shadow Generations review out there. Like, I've just been so busy. So that's the reason why the channel's been kind of dead these past few weeks. That's pretty much it. I'm cooking while listening to this. This is a nice break from the RPG I've been playing. Nice, Mygo. That's nice. What are you cooking? If you don't mind me asking, I'm curious. Like, now I gotta know. 38 left until 1K. That's right. James is still trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So anyone watching this, I know I don't usually get a lot of people for these, but anyone watching this, go subscribe to James, because he is trying to get the 1K, and I can relate to that, because the 1K, like the grind up to 1K subscribers is like agonizing. Like, if y'all know me, it took forever for me to get to 1K. Like, it's kind of ridiculous given how long I've been on YouTube. But it was just so many factors that were kicking my butt in terms of like the algorithm and subscriber drops. Like, it took forever for me to get to 1K. So I can relate, James. My thing is just like, don't even like stress it too much and like let it happen naturally. That's the big thing I decided to do, because I realized like the more that I was trying to like talk about it and hype up, like, yeah, I'm almost to 1K, the more some people were kind of like dropping, I think, because they found it either obnoxious or they were just trolling. So I was like, so I'd be like at like 998, and then people would like intentionally drop, and it's like, oh, okay, so I'm not at 1K now. Nice, thanks for that. So I just decided, screw it, I'm not even celebrating it until I hit like at least 1,010, so that I know for sure, like, even if I get a couple of drops, like, okay, I'm past 1,000, I'm good. That was like an annoying like little arc for my channel, but hey, I'm well past 1,000 now, and it's pretty cool. So I hope you get up there and even further. You know, you have potential to grow a lot. Right now, I'm satisfied. I just got past 1K. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna hit 2K, to be honest, because I'm like barely uploading. Like, I'd have to put out some sort of crazy video or rant or whatever to get to 2K. I don't even know if I'm ever gonna live to see that. I was in the low 400s until earlier this year, and boom, it exploded. Oh yeah. What video of yours was it that blew up? Because I know you put out a few edits that like really went viral, but I don't know what it was that like really gave you a bump. Like, for me, like, again, it took me a long time to get to 1,000, so like I had to have like multiple little like big videos like really exploded to like get me to that point. Like, sometimes you just like get lucky with a video and it just like really grows your count. But let me read Mygo's comment, because I ignored Mygo's comment. And also fries and chicken, nice. Speaking of Sonic Generations, I got a PS3 and copy of the original one, so now I have it and the remaster. Nice, nice. Because there are differences between the remaster and the old one. I unfortunately do not have I only have the old one through my old PC copy, like my old PC copy. That's it. The interdimensional Maglor melody, the one where I edited Under My Control, Crowned, and the Master Crown theme all in one. Yeah, I think I remember that one. That one was a banger. All of them are bangers, really. To be honest, James, you be cooking with those edits. Cough, the Talene already. Oh, bro, we're gonna talk about them Sonic Generations rewrites. Believe that, my friend. Believe that. But let me get the game started, just so that, you know, I'm showing here that I'm actually playing something for Twitch. But yeah, we'll talk about the freaking Sonic Generations rewrites. Believe that. But how's the game looking, y'all? Again, no audio because we're focusing on the talk. But let me know how the game looks. Is the game looking nice? Mania, my beloved, yeah. So funny thing about the fact that I'm playing Mania. So the original plan was I wanted to play another game, but I was having a lot of trouble setting it up. So I decided, like, I'm too lazy to like try and figure out like some complicated game that I want to set up, because I really just wanted a game that was simple, like a game that I'll breeze through and play easily, and that I can just easily stream on Twitch. So I was like, screw it, Mania it is, because Mania is a pretty simple game to set up and play on stream. So why the heck not? But yeah, now that we're well into the discussion, we got people here, it's time to get into the topics. So what to talk about first, because we got so much to catch up on. So I'm going to say now that I'm not going to go into Sonic X Shadow Generations, because again, I still need to put out my review. I want to save my thoughts for that, so I'm not going to talk about that. We might talk about some of the Year of Shadow stuff, like if there's anything else going on with the Year of Shadow, because I think it's really going out with a bang. It just really depends on how Movie 3 is going to turn out, and Movie 3 is looking pretty good, although there have been a few eyebrow-raising things in my eyes, but I think Movie 3 is looking solid. And then what else is there? And then obviously we got our main topics, which I put in the post that was in for this stream. So first, we got a lot of Nintendo updates to catch up on, because I wanted to make a Nintendo update video where I catch up on all this crazy Nintendo news, from Alarmo to the Nintendo Music app to the weird playtest game. Like, there's so much crazy Nintendo news. I think they've literally announced like everything ever except Nintendo Switch 2. I don't know what it is, but they are just bugging on that. And then we're going to talk about the Sonic 06 remake, and then if we have extra time, I don't know how long I'll be going for, but if we have extra time, then I'll probably talk about what I'll talk about next, Arcane, because I want to talk a bit about Arcane, but I'm going to try not to get into spoilers unless like no one here really cares about spoilers for it. Like, if no one really cares or there's not that many people here, I'll say fudge it and I'll talk about spoilers. But I'm going to try not to talk about spoilers because, oh my goodness, Arcane, bro. That's a hard recommend from me, just for season 1 alone. Please do, James. It's worth your time. It's a good freaking show. But I'll get to Arcane a little towards the end. But let's start things off. I guess what do y'all want to do? I guess we'll do the Nintendo talk first, and because the Sonic thing, that's gonna be brief. The Sonic 06 remake thing. Well, maybe it won't be brief because I do have a lot of thoughts for that. But yeah, let's start with the Nintendo talk, because that's like the big thing that I wanted to make its own video, but I just decided, screw it, we'll turn that into a stream. So let me load up the list, and then I'll get started talking while playing the game. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, baby. Alright. So first things first, where are we with Nintendo right now? And in terms of where we are with Nintendo right now, it's weird. Because a lot of people right now, I think right now, since we're like in December and we're like at the end, there's like a big debate as to like, okay, so how has Nintendo's 2024 been? And I don't know if how much y'all have been playing on Nintendo. Like, I know my audience is like primarily Sonic, so I don't know how much y'all be playing on Nintendo, but how do I feel about their 2024? This year honestly could have been worse. Assuming that this is potentially the Switch's final year, like this is the year solely dedicated to Switch 1 for the final time before we get into next year, which presumably will be Switch 2 focuses. Depends on when the heck the Switch 2 is getting revealed, when the heck it's coming out. Like, we have no freaking idea. But assuming that this is the final year for the Switch, it's not bad. Yeah, not as bad as 2016. I was gonna get right into that, because 2016, bro, I've already seen some people saying like, 2016 was better than this, which no, bro, you did not live through the Wii U era if you're saying this year was worse than any of those years. You just didn't, bro. The gaps were ridiculous. The droughts were ridiculous. You just don't know. But yeah, I'll just play some basic Sonic Mania, because why not? But yeah, I thought this year was pretty alright. James says 2016 was horrible to be in a Nintendo fan, minus Robobot. Yeah, obviously for you and me, James, we were eating with Robobot. Like, if you were a Kirby fan, you were eating with Robobot. That's all you needed, bro. That is all you need. Oh, I'm playing. I just realized I'm playing on like the I'm playing on like the wrong thing, so like I was wondering like why is the game so slow, and I'm realized, oh, I'm playing on the wrong thing. But yeah, let's continue with that. But yeah, if you were a Kirby fan during that time, you were eating because Robobot was going crazy. But other than that, like, we know the deal with 2016 with games like freaking Amiibo Festival and all that. Like, we know the deal. Not much else needs to be said in terms of that. But let me look at the list here and see what games came out. So obviously we have like another Code, Mario vs. DK, Princess Peach Showtime, and Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, and then a Thousand Year Door HD, which are all games that, while not obviously not big heavy hitter Nintendo games, are all games that I think were mostly pretty solid in their own right. But with a Thousand Year Door HD in particular, oh man, that game, bro. I loved that game. That remake was beautiful. Like, that's another thing that's gonna have to get a huge recommend for me, because a Thousand Year Door HD, bro. It was just beautiful. But yeah, I can't say much else for the other games that came out this year. I think Princess Peach Showtime, from what I've seen, it's definitely an interesting game, and it's nice to see a Mario game, you know, obviously give Peach that focus and do some crazy stuff, like have a new original antagonist, have these new weird, like, I don't know, I forget what the name of the unique species are in Princess Peach Showtime, but I think they're cool. And then I've seen like bits of that game's finale, and that game's finale is something else, bro. Like, it's one of the most randomly and like surprisingly raw Mario moments ever for no reason, and I don't know why. And yeah, it did kind of fade from the public conscious, because honestly, it's a game with just not that much to it. Like, it's pretty self-explanatory as a game. Peach dresses up, does some crazy stuff, beats up some random bosses, and that's pretty much it. Ooh. Oh crap. Oh, I thought I was dead there for a second. I didn't even know I had the one more ring. Speaking of RPGs, it's nice that you no longer need to make that rant about the RPGs, since Mario RPGs are on a comeback renaissance. Yeah, now you're just digging up memories that are making me mad, the 𝘁𝘁, because as y'all know, I was gonna do a big video talking about the history of Mario RPGs and you know how they were on a big rise, how they fell, and actually the 𝘁𝘁, it wasn't a rant just on how hard they had fallen. It was a video that was gonna talk about their comeback, because the big catalyst for that video, I think, was Mario RPG. Was Mario RPG the first of like the Mario RPG renaissance? I think so. But yeah, I think that video was because of the original Mario RPG getting remade, but then a Thousand Year Door happened, so I was like, ooh, that motivates me to get it done. And now we have Brothership. Like, so much has just happened since that video's conception that, oh my goodness, I think that video's gotten a little too ambitious in scope for me. So yeah, I had to drop it for now. Maybe I'll revisit it in like a video where like I give my brief thoughts on all the RPGs, but like that video's scope has just gotten a little bit bigger than I originally intended. Oh my goodness, I forgot you can like burn the bridge once you have the fire shield. Oh my goodness. I love that so much. I missed the elemental shields, bro. One day they'll come back to us. And yeah, bro, Mania is just such a good game. But let's see what's next for a topic to talk about. Let me pause and look at the list here. So next up in terms of a topic to talk about is oh yeah, apparently I missed a game. Jamboree and Echoes of Wisdom. I don't know if I'm gonna do a review on Jamboree. Probably not. I'm probably not gonna do a review on it, so I guess I could give my thoughts on it. But yeah, Mario Party Jamboree, that game was fuego. It was really good. It's easily like one of the best Mario Party games, and it really is just because like the content of that game is just like there's so much to that game. It's like easily the best Mario Party game in ages, and I've just been playing it endlessly with relatives, and we've been doing all sorts of horrible horrible star stealing shenanigans. Is what I'll say. Like the things that we've been doing with like the hexes in particular, oh my goodness. There are like games where like we'll have like entire rows of the board filled with hexes. So like a whole row of the board will like be filled with hexes, and there's like if you even dare step in that like court, like that part of the board, it's just over for you. I haven't played a Mario Party since 9. Ooh, buddy, someone get this man one of the good Mario Parties immediately, please. Not that I think 9 is like the worst Mario Party game. I actually think that's like one of the better, like the weird experimental ones. But it's definitely a game that I have feelings towards. I'll say that much. Say that boy was not dying. But yeah, Mario Party Jamboree, good. So what else is there? NSO got a bunch of cool games. Oh yeah, Echoes of Wisdom. I would comment on Echoes of Wisdom, but I haven't really played or looked into it much, sadly. Maybe when I'm free, I'll look into that game and play it and see what's the big deal with it. But I haven't looked into Echoes of Wisdom, sadly. I'm not the craziest Zelda fan. I like Zelda, but I don't go out my way to play like every game, sadly. And oh, you can die like that? You can like get it to the end and die? I think I heard about that. But yeah, that's wild. But yeah, having the Death Egg just come in for like the first level boss is like was wild. Although it would have been much cooler if the Death Egg wasn't so freaking overused. Like if I weren't so sick of the Death Egg robot, bro, that would be so much cooler. But like the Death Egg, I am just so sick of seeing it. I get why it keeps coming back, because like obviously it's a very standard like Eggman robot. It's basically like the closest you'll get to kind of fighting Eggman himself in a way, because it's a robot that's like in the shape of Eggman. So I get why the Death Egg robot comes back, and like we get similar mechs to it. But like I'm just so sick of like specifically the freaking Sonic 2 one coming back over and over again. We get it, bro. Oh my goodness, what happened there? I was like not paying attention. And yeah, we could have gotten a Mania 2 if Sonic Team weren't so prideful. But alas, not the timeline we live in. Say, Sonic, get out of there, please. Oh my goodness, I hate I hate this particular part of 𝘀𝘂𝗶𝗆 so freaking much, bro. This dang pink water. Alright, let me lock in so I can get past this. And yeah, like for those who don't know, like people say Sonic Mania 2 didn't really happen. Like the reason why Sonic Mania 2 didn't happen is apparently because of creative differences between Sonic Team and Christian Whitehead's team. And really, I just think a big part of why it didn't happen is just that Sonic Team just did not like the fact that Sonic Mania showed them up compared to Forces, because Sonic Mania like released right by Forces, and what was the better game? Sonic Mania. Like I truly do think the reason why Mania 2 did not happen is because Sonic Team did not like the fact that this other team that they brought in to make a Sonic game made a better game than them. Jeez Louise, I'm forgetting how to fight all these freaking bosses. And yeah, there's been all sorts of conflicting reports, but I don't know. I just think that it's very likely that they just didn't make it because they just didn't like the fact that they got styled on. But okay, let's now talk about the other subjects, which are the weird things Nintendo has done instead of Switch 2. So Nintendo has done a bunch of like random things that aren't Nintendo Switch 2. Like everyone was expecting that Nintendo Switch 2 would have been revealed in October or September because that's around the time frame when the original Switch was revealed. But instead, we get literally everything besides Switch 2. Literally everything. And one of those things was what's the first thing? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, the Nintendo Music app. So first, one of the first, well no, I think Alarmo came before that. Maybe Alarmo came before that. But yeah, Nintendo Spotify Reel. Like, and when I saw the announcement of this, I think y'all saw my reaction to to Nintendo Music being a thing. And I was just so amused because like, Nintendo, you know, with all your taking down of all the music on YouTube with no alternative way to listen to your music, I wonder what a solution to this could be. What could possibly be a good solution to this? And someone, I guess, finally told them that they could just put their music on like a service or something. Although I've seen a lot of people kind of like roast them because they could just put it on Spotify like every other company. Well, not necessarily every other company, but like a lot of video game companies just kind of have their music on Spotify. Like, it feels kind of pretentious of Nintendo to put it on a service of its own, but we know Nintendo. They like to be in control of everything when it comes to their IP. So I'm not surprised with them. They made like their own little service for it. But it's a little annoying, especially because right now it's clear that they're kind of just drip feeding the music. Because James, you remember when our reaction to what the starting music lineup was, and how there was like did you remember, like, did you see remember how dirty they did Kirby in terms of his music tracks? Like, what were the OSTs that he had? I think it was like Dreamland 1 and what was it, one other game? Or was it only Dreamland 1? I forget, but like you gotta remind me, bro. Dreamland 1 and Star Allies, yeah. So okay, so here's the thing. As bad as it was, I'm glad that they at least chose Star Allies. Because Star Allies is like a Kirby OST that's so good. Like, it has so much music from like so many other games. It's like, okay, you at least chose a Kirby OST that like has so much meat to it that okay, that's fine. But the problem is though, like still you like neglected so many other like Kirby OSTs that could have been on there, and it's like so painful. Especially when we see that one of the starting OSTs was freaking Nintendo. Bro, the fact that there's so many OSTs missing right now, but we have Nintendogs is so freaking funny. And I say this as someone who kinda likes the Nintendogs OST. There's some okay songs in it. But like, there's a lot of Nintendo OSTs that are like some of the greatest music ever that should not be missing from the Nintendo Music app. And yeah, that again, that's what makes it manageable, James. The fact that okay, I'm mistaking it for the jelly. Ugh, it's like throwing me for a loop. But yeah, that's the one thing that like makes it redeemable, James. The fact that Star Allies has such a. What the heck am I supposed to do then? Where am I? What the heck is going on? Am I tripping? Yeah, I thought so, James, but it's not taking me anywhere. Maybe I'm tripping. Okay, yeah, I died there. Yeah, I probably wasn't thinking straight there. That's probably what it was. I was like, where the heck do I go? There it is. Yeah, I don't know why my brain like just shut off there, but it did. Oh no, wait, or am I back? These enemies, bro. But yeah. And then Nintendo Alarmo. Nintendo made an alarm clock. I do not know what else to say about that. Like, do y'all have anything to say about the fact that Nintendo made a whole alarm clock? I don't. I just think that it's one of those quirky Nintendo moments where it's like, you remember, oh yeah, they're a toy company, so that's what they do. And yeah, the price though, when I saw the price though, I was like, God dang, Nintendo, you are something else, because you know dang well that a lot of people would pay that amount too. They are sneaky. Like, I love you, Nintendo, but you are grimy sometimes. $100 for an alarm clock. Like, I know it's got like the weird special motion stuff, but apparently I hear it doesn't really work that great anyway. So it's like, what are you doing? But yeah, I have nothing else to say with Alarmo. So what else here is on the list? There was, oh yeah, there was an NSO playtest apparently that went down. There was like an NSO playtest for what the heck was it? There was an NSO playtest for some game, and it was like a game with like these weird cavemen NS NPCs, and I don't know, it was like a whole weird thing. And yeah, like there were all the memes about the Alarmo were gold. like waking up to different like random sounds from Nintendo games. I could just imagine like the Kirby options, freaking waking up to Mark Soul's scream. That'd be so freaking funny. Oh snap, I just realized why I'm like bugging. I'm playing on like the second screen again, so like I'm forgetting like lag. But yeah, aw man, Studiopolis, the banger zone. It's like one of my favorite Sonic levels, bro. I need this level remade in 3D. I need it. One day. What else is on the topic list? I want a Mother 2 theme where Geiger screams at you. Oh yeah, so Xenoblade X. And then, yeah, Sakurai is on here too, yeah. So Sakurai is working on a new project. We'll get to Xenoblade X in a sec, but yeah, Sakurai is working on a new project. And a lot of people, you know, were debating on what the heck it's gonna be. And James, I remember you and me were talking in the DMs like, I know dang well some of these YouTubers aren't saying, oh, he's working on a Kirby game. Like when I saw the people who said that, I was just looking at it. I was just looking at my like phone, like with my eyes squinted, like, bruh. This man, when are people gonna understand that this man has not worked on a Kirby game in ages? Like, when are people gonna understand? One day, bro. One day we'll make them understand, James. One of these days. But yeah, in terms of what I think his project is, I'm pretty sure it's Smash. I'm pretty sure Nintendo dragged him back to the Smash dungeon and is having him cook up on a new Smash game. Like, that just seems like what it is. He could be working on something else. Heck, it might not even be a Nintendo game, because he technically doesn't work for Nintendo. But like, I don't know, bro. I just think he's been cooking on Smash. 21 years, yeah, it's been a long time since bro has worked on Kirby. And yeah, the 4 new zones in Mania, they were cooking. I love these zones so much. It's just a shame they're the only new zones, because like if Mania were a game with all original zones, I feel like they would have gone crazy. And although I do like the way that they reimagined the old zones, like again, I just cannot help but think what this game would be like with all original zones, man. Because I think Sonic has a problem with relying on nostalgia. And yeah, I wouldn't mind him doing something else too. Like, I really do want to see Sakurai do something like Kid Icarus Uprising. Because Kid Icarus Uprising was a game that was born from Sakurai, you know, like, I think it was Awada who let him... who told him like, okay, like you can work on Smash Brawl, but after that you can do something that you want to do. And he wanted to do this weird thing where he brings back this random series that was like dead, super dead. Kid Icarus was like a dead as heck series. There was no one knew who the heck Pit was when he came in Brawl. No one knew who that boy was. But Sakurai saw him and he was like, I could do something with this weird angel boy who's like tied to Greek freaking mythology. I could make this cool game. And what did he do? He made a really cool freaking game. So I feel like if you let him loose on either like another old Nintendo IP, or make him maybe even let him make even something original, like I feel like he could do something really interesting. But he's just trapped in the Smash dungeons. Like, Smash makes too much freaking money. It's too connected to the Nintendo brand to like for them to like let it go. And like they don't trust anyone else besides Sakurai to make Smash. Like, he should by now he should be freaking training up a successor. But he's just so attached to Smash Bros that he's not letting it go. James says, give me that Kid Icarus anime so I can screenshot every Palutena frame. Hey, yo. Chill. But you're not wrong, though. Oh, man. Oh, my god. Goodness, these blue missiles, bro. Giving me Superstars PTSD. But yeah, Kid Icarus anime, bro, I really wish we got one when like the hype for Uprising was at its peak. I would have watched the mess out of that. Oh, crap. No! No! Ah, dang it! I will say, though, on the subject of that original Mania story, I will say that the original story idea for Mania was kind of dumb. The idea of Eggman getting depressed sounds kind of goofy, not gonna lie, because Eggman is like a character I don't think would necessarily get like depressed, especially in this point of time, specifically, you know, where Mania takes place between the classic era and the adventure era. I don't think Eggman would get depressed per se. So I don't know how I would really feel about that idea per se. But I can definitely agree with the fact that like slapping it onto forces was certainly not a better idea. That's for sure. Darn it! I didn't go into roll in time. But yeah, Xenoblade X, I think that was the next thing we were going to talk about. So yeah, Xenoblade X, Nintendo, I forget what day it was, but Nintendo randomly woke up some random, was it a Tuesday? I don't know what freaking day it was, but Nintendo randomly said one morning, hey guys, Xenoblade X is getting that port you wanted to Switch by. And I was like, huh? Like, you're just not going to elaborate on that? You're just going to say, oh yeah, Xenoblade X is finally coming to Switch randomly? Like, huh? Like, are you going to clarify that, please? But I think it's cool. I think it's cool those folks are finally getting that game, because that puts every Xenoblade game... The controls are kind of wonky with this auto-scroll boss. I don't know what it is with this boss. Make sure chat is... But sir, we don't have a release date. Drop it. Yeah, and apparently they did have a release date, James, because they said it's coming out in March, which makes some people worry, because some people are worried like, what, like, oh, we were hoping Switch 2 would come out in March, so why is Xenoblade X coming out in March? Is Switch 2 not coming out in March? Are we going to be waiting until like summer, fall, maybe even winter of next year to see Switch 2? Like, that's apparently like a big reason people were a little worried when Xenoblade X got announced. Uh-oh. Hey, easy. And yeah, sorry about the dog noise. He something went off in the back and it scared him, so he decided to yell about it. So my bad. And yeah, backwards compatibility. That was another topic on my list, actually. So thanks for bringing that up, James. So we did get one Switch 2 tidbit, which is the fact that backwards compatibility is confirmed. Why didn't he go into a roll? I like hit down. What the heck? There we go. This gamepad, bro. But yeah, I finally beat the boss. For some reason, he was like struggling to go into a roll, but I got it right the other few times. But yeah, the boss is finally done. But yeah, backwards compatibility, the only thing I gotta say about that is I think it's cool, and thank God it's there. Thank goodness. Because backwards compatibility is like something that's so important for Switch 2, it's not even funny. Like, so many people, like, their purchase of Switch 2 depends on if they can bring their games over. Now, the wording was kind of weird with the announcement, so we don't know if there's like some sort of catch yet. Hopefully, when they say backwards compatibility, they do mean both physical and digital. There's not like some weird like asterisk that they're trying to hide. So I'm really hoping that's the case. But considering the fact that they just said like backwards compatibility, I have no reason to think that they're being shady for now. I do think it'll have full backwards compatibility, but yeah, it's something that was very necessary for the Switch successor, and I'm glad that they confirmed it. Let's see what chat is saying. Some people who are more into the tech side of things are wondering if it'll be hardware-based backwards compatibility or emulation-based. We don't know what CPU the Switch will use, and yeah, I have seen concerns that like if we're gonna have the ability to physically have backwards compatibility, which I really do hope so. I really do hope so for their sakes. It's just a matter of waiting and seeing, I'm guessing. But yeah, let's see what's next in terms of the topic list. What is next? We're breezing through the Nintendo topics. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD and the Donkey Kong theme park. Yeah. So we saw a little more of the Donkey Kong theme park and Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. Apparently Donkey Kong Returns HD is like in a little bit of a controversy right now because apparently the port isn't looking too great, which is probably because it's like a low effort port done by a port studio, you know, who doesn't usually do Nintendo's usual port work, which is like, that's a shame if so. But I'm not really stressing about it because it's freaking Donkey Kong Country Returns. Like, it's a game that I've beaten, and I don't have too many more thoughts on that. The Donkey Kong theme park though looks sick, I'll say that. Like, we got a freaking animatronic Cranky Kong, which I thought was real funny. And I'm really curious if that minecart ride is good, because like I feel like that has potential to be like a really cool ride. Like, I really hope they cooked with that. One of these days, bro, I want to go to Super Nintendo World, but like, I don't know, it's just something not in the cards for me right now. I have other priorities. But one day, bro. And yeah, that's one discussion point, like the fact that the park has no references to the Kremlings or K. Rool. Like, I hate when Nintendo's like weird with stuff like that. I don't know why they're like so shy about referencing the Kremlings and K. Rool. It's really, 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 really annoying. And I hope that's not a sign that when we get a Donkey Kong movie, because it's very possible that's going to happen. Very possible that's going to happen. Like, I hope that's not a sign if we do get like a movie or something or a new game, like the Kremlings are just gonna be MIA. I hope they do come back for either a for either a new game or a movie. Ow. Yeah, there we go. Boss beaten. And yeah, I think that's it for our Nintendo talk. I pretty much breezed through the Nintendo topics. So now, what else is there to talk about? Oh, the 𝘀𝘁𝗿𝗄 said something. Why the hell did Ellie the elephant need to be cut? That would have been awesome. Oh yeah, they cut some of the animal buddies got references too, and I heard they got cut. That's another thing that's like so annoying. Like the way they've been neglecting all the animal buddies besides freaking Rambi the rhino. Because for some reason, like they like Rambi, but they treat the other animal buddies like dirt, bro. And it's such a shame. Like, even though to be fair, I don't remember the names of the other animal buddies. Like I know who they are. Like I know there's like a frog one, there's the swordfish and stuff like that. And yeah, Ellie, I know her. But to be quite honest, I kind of forget the other animal buddies. Rambi's the main one who sticks out in my mind because of how many appearances he has. But like I really do think they should put the other animal buddies in more games, so like it would help us in remembering who they are. Oh crap. Ah. What the heck does the 𝘁𝘁𝗿𝗄 do that's more interesting than K-Rool? See, the reason why I think the 𝘁𝘁𝗿𝗄 gets so much love compared to K-Rool is I don't even think it's because of the fact that Nintendo thinks that they're more interesting or likes them more or anything like that. I truly do think that the only reason we see the 𝘁𝘁𝗿𝗄 so much more than the Kremlings is relevancy. Like the 𝘁𝘁𝗿𝗄 tribe are like a big part of Donkey Kong Country Returns, and that game is obviously like the big modern comeback of Donkey Kong after like years of being MIA. It's like the most, like one of the most iconic games because of like how recent it is. So they see that game as like a big identity thing for. Oh my goodness, did that really kill me? Wow, that is so annoying. Wait, am I starting all the way from the beginning because I didn't get the checkpoint? What? What the heck? What am I actually doing? I need to pay attention because this is getting kind of ridiculous. And oh yeah, Winky is the frog. Okay, but yeah, I'm remembering. Okay. Now that you typed them out, 𝘁𝘁𝗿𝗄, I'm remembering the animal buddies a bit better. But yeah, I forget how dirty this zone can do you sometimes. Say, where the heck is the checkpoint? It's like a big reason why I'm like all the way back here. Rambi got a cart in Mario Kart DS. Yeah, they love Rambi. I don't know what it is about Rambi the rhino they like so freaking much. But he's a goat in their eyes, apparently. Like, I don't hate him per se, and I don't think he's like a mid character, but it's definitely like weird how much they like that boy. And isn't he I think he's the first animal buddy, so I think that's a bit, that might be just part of it. Like, because he's the first, he's like one of the most recognizable. So maybe that's part of it. Like, just because he's like the first, he's like one of the most. Like, recognizable, so like, They're just like, eh. Let's just focus on Ram because he's the one people recognize. Alright, let's see. Topics. But yeah, I think we've pretty much exhausted. I've exhausted like the main topics here. Oh yeah, 𝘀𝘂𝗋 was a thing. I almost forgot to mention 𝘀𝘂𝗋. That was a thing this year. Bro, I'll never forget when Nintendo just casually like posted the teaser for 𝘀𝘂𝗋. I forget what day it was, but they like casually posted the teaser for it. And everyone was like, what the heck is Nintendo doing? Like, the 𝘀𝘂𝗋 thing was like crazy. What are y'all saying in chat? It's like if Rick was the only animal friend to come back. Yeah, that is what it would be like if like Rick was like the only animal friend that got any love. Although to be fair, James, wait, you can die from that? I thought those were platforms you go through. What? What the heck was that? Okay then, that was some weird collision. And yeah, I've heard interesting things about 𝘀𝘂𝗋. I heard it's actually got a good story. I might have to stream that. And yeah, apparently people had all sorts of expectations on what 𝘀𝘂𝗋 could be, but none of them turned out to be the case, apparently. So... oh, dang it! I knew I was gonna... oh, what? I freaking forgot this game had lives, to be honest with you. I'm so used to Superstars where you don't have lives that I honestly forgot this game had lives. I wasn't even thinking about it because I'm focusing on the discussion. I completely forgot this game had lives. And yeah, I don't think it was that they were trolling the 𝘁𝗏. I think it was more so that the reason why they marketed 𝘀𝘂𝗋 the way that they did is they just wanted like more attention on the game. Because no one, like if they had come out and said that it was Famicom, what's the name of the series? Famicom Detective Club? That's the name of the series. Like if they had come out and said that's what it was, no one would have cared for the initial teaser. No one would have cared. Like obviously some people would have cared, but like it would not have gotten nearly as much like hype as it did. And yeah, it's always nice when a Nintendo series comes back. It's just Nintendo fans can get a little jealous when it's not like one of the series they want, and that includes me, to be honest, because like I'm sitting here like Famicom Detective Club, okay, I guess. Happy for those people, but like my Star Fox. My Donkey Kong, yeah, Donkey Kong is in that list despite, you know, it's weird. Donkey Kong is so weird with the position he's in right now because he feels like a series that's like dead, but like not really because he's just gotten so much love in the Switch era. Like he has a lot of stuff in the Switch era if you like actually look. The problem is just that he's lacking in a lot of games. Like where are the games at? Oh, I'm so scared to do this. Please don't, like, kill me with the collision. Please. This is so annoying. Like, the collision should not be this bad. Okay, I did it. Can I get a checkpoint, please, so I don't have to possibly do all that over again? Maybe. Oh, crap. There we go. And yeah, it's kind of funny because within that series case, they haven't had a game in so long. Like, so they're like a series that kind of deserves it, maybe, compared to others that have not been dead as long. But really, I feel like Nintendo should just do a better job of balancing some of their more core series, because I feel like there's a lot of series that have a lot of potential that they're sleeping on, to put it lightly. Get me out of here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me out of here. Alright. Ah yes, the boss that inspired oh no, wait, this isn't the one. This is just a mini boss, I think. Oh, I think I goofed. I think I goofed. I might have goofed. Wait, nope. Okay, I'm safe. Nice. But yeah, we covered all the Nintendo topics I wanted to talk about for tonight, at least. So let's talk about that Sonic 06 incident. So apparently the guy who was like, he's the executive producer or something, I forget, but he actually worked on the original 06, and he recently said in an interview that he would actually like to remake 06 and give that game another chance. And what do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about the idea of giving 06 another chance? Because as you saw from my tweets, I have very strong thoughts about that. But I'm curious, what do y'all think about Sonic 06 getting a remake and effectively getting another chance? Because I have very strong thoughts on that. But I want to see what y'all gotta say first. I'm gonna play the game for a bit and then I'm gonna read chat. And yeah, James, you're hitting the nail right on the head in terms of how I feel already. In terms of how I feel, because yeah, that's how I feel. Like, first of all, in terms of like the whole remake remaster discussion, 06 should not be a priority, because as interesting as it would be to get a game, you know, where we potentially can see 06 hit its full potential, there's a lot of Sonic games that deserve it maybe just a little bit more, than Sonic freaking 06. Like, we're still waiting on those adventure remakes. We're still waiting on just like basic ports of the advanced games. Like, there's a lot of stuff I would rather Sonic Team put their efforts into than a Sonic 06 remake. But besides, you know, just the general thought that there's a lot of games that I think deserve a remake more than freaking 06, another thing is just that I feel like 06 is a game where, like, I would rather see the ideas and the ambition of that game be put into a new game than just, like, really focus in on trying to make Sonic 06 work. Because again, as interesting as it could be to get a version of 06, you know, where it's not a freaking mess, there's just so many games that I like that could be made instead of focusing in on 06. And some people, you know, when I gave my thoughts on this topic, some people were like really blowing it out of proportion and saying like, oh, like, do you hate Sonic 06? Like, are you a fake adventure era fan? And it's like, no, bro. I just know, you know, like, despite how much I like about Sonic 06 and think it gets a lot right, I just understand that there's a lot fundamentally wrong in terms of that game structure, that like you would need to change a lot about 06 in order to make it like work as a game, that effort could just go towards a new game. And that's the reason why I have the thoughts that I do. Like, a 06 remake will require a lot of work because you're bending and changing a lot about the game to try and make it work. And then that gets into the whole point about like keeping a game authentic to the original vision of a game. Because with a game like 06, like, there's so much stuff that Sonic Team would change, it's not even funny. So if they're gonna change that much stuff in order to like make 06 work as a game, quote unquote, like, again, that just makes the question rise, like, what's even the point of doing a Sonic 06 remake? But now let me, hang on, okay, get out of this scrap, whatever the heck. Okay, I hit the checkpoint. So now let me read it, what y'all are saying in the comments. How many Sonic re-releases have we had in the past 4 years? I don't know, but like, not enough. Not enough. 06 was my childhood and the only 3D Sonic I played until recently, so I wouldn't mind as long as it takes its time to cook. And yeah, if we get an 06 remake, they have to take their time. They cannot rush it. Because if they try to remake 06 and they basically screw up the game again, imagine how embarrassing that would be. Like, remaking 06 and doing it right would be like a huge comeback story. It'd be like, whoa, they took this game that a lot of people see as like the worst game ever, one of the worst games ever, and mock, and they actually made it good. That's great. But imagine what would happen if they did all this, but they messed up the game again. Like, imagine how embarrassing that would be. People would never let us live it down. So that's the reason why I think remaking 06 is so risky. Like, if they screw it up again, it's just, ugh. And yeah, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 need it more. And then, yeah, that gets into the whole story thing. Like, there would be all sorts of little changes that they'd be trying to do because of how divisive the story is to 06. Like, I know for sure they're changing that freaking Elise kiss. That's getting bopped. Like, there's all sorts of things that would be getting bopped in a Sonic 06 remake. Ah, dang it. I thought there was a platform there. I'm gonna re-chat 1 second. I just wanna... What the heck happened? And forget that. They're gonna erase Elise from the story. Yeah, I could definitely see them doing that. Which, again, at that point, you just might as well make a whole different game. Like, Elise is just, like, so too important of a character, like, to, like, the narrative of 06 that, like, just flat out erasing her from the story would just be, like, goofy, I feel like. Like, you can't rewrite history. Like, she was a big part of that game. crap. Oh crap. Let me get out of here before I freaking body myself. Please, I need Blaze playable again. I need her playable in anything, bro. 2D, 3D. I guess she'll be in freaking, what is it? What's the freaking game? I guess she'll be playable in whatever that new Sonic game is. Rumble? Is it? I guess she'll be playable in that. But like, I need her playable in something with an actual like mainline feeling game, please. But yes, yes, the boss that inspired the creation of Omelette or Eggette, and may or may not have indirectly created Sage as a result. I don't know about that, but dog is getting angry. But yeah, in general, I don't hate the idea of an 06 remake because obviously I'm not a hater of 06. 06 is a game that I think has a lot of potential. There's a lot of elements I like about 06, but it's just that remaking it will require so much effort, and you know for sure that Sonic team would just change so much up that it just makes me go, is it even worth it, man? Like, we can't even get them to port the dang advanced game, so can we trust them to like remake one of Sonic's most infamous game projects when they're not on a consistent streak yet? Like they're on a good track right now, because Sonic X Shadow Generation, spoilers for my review, but I think that game was good, but they need to keep up the momentum, bro, before they fully earn that trust back. Blaze currently shares a voice actress with Lady Nagant. I didn't know that. Yeah, there's all sorts of like weird like voice actor characters that like share voice actors, and it catches me off guard every time. Like someone will hit me like a random from like, you know, these two characters have the same voice right now, and I'm like, why though? That's so random. But it makes sense. Alright, dang it. Come on. Get me up. There we go. And yeah, nah, I'm not even going to get into the Ian Finn rewrite discussion tonight, the 𝘀𝘂𝗏, because not only is that something that could be like its own whole casual talk stream video or whatever, but like I'm not in the mood tonight, bro. I don't want that smoke tonight. But all I know is, yeah, people are very passionate about that. That's for sure. But yeah, I don't know if anyone in chat is playing Marvel Rivals. Apparently that's like a thing that's coming out right now, and I don't know if anyone in chat has played it, but if anyone has, let me know how it is. That rubber band mechanic is kind of wonky, but besides that, man, I love this zone, bro. And yeah, Shiro's not coming back. Shiro's probably not coming back. Like y'all, like folks who want him to come back, he's not coming back. I don't think so. So if Ian Flynn's the best we got, we can just hope that he listens to fan criticisms of reasonable ones, and Sonic stories just keep improving, because I think he did an okay job with Sonic X Shadow Generations. It wasn't a perfect story, but again, I'll talk about that when I get in my review. But yeah, all I know is people are going wild for Squirrel, going, man, oh man. Oh, the internet. Oh, the internet. Squirrel Girl is a funny character, though. The fact that she's in that roster, that's so funny. I feel like the MCU could have done some really fun things with Squirrel Girl as like a comic relief character, but like, obviously the MCU is in its own little like thing right now. And they should, considering that he co-worked. Yeah, but like we know Sega doesn't care about like bringing people back all the time. Like, look at the Sonic Generations remaster. Like, that story is originally written by Pontaff, because of, you know, and we know the deal with Pontaff, and they completely like tried to change that story to match more with what Ian Flynn was trying to write. So I don't think, you know, they're too worried about not keeping Shiro's vision for what he imagined. And yes, Press Garden Act 2, one of the most peak Sonic zones we're coming up on. And yeah, to 𝘀𝘁𝗍, again, it's a whole discussion that I could ramble on about endlessly, but like, I'm not going to. Okay, let's see if there's anything else in terms of the topic camp. Ah, crud. I missed the water shield. Because I think I had one more topic? No? I don't think I have any other topics. I guess I'll check my Twitter and see if I have anything on that. And yeah, Ty Star is in chat. Welcome, Ty Star. Super Lumberix 580 is in chat. I agree, Ty Star, with what you're saying. Like, that's my whole mindset towards a Sonic 06 remake. Like, there's a lot of concepts and ambition about that game I would love to be carried into a new installment. But in terms of trying to recreate that, I just don't think you can. Because, like, what 06 was trying to do was, like, very specific to its time. And I just don't think you can recreate that with like a remake simply. And yeah, I do think that there's a lot of stuff about 06 story that they'll change because of how infamous the game is. Like, because of how infamous the game is, I do think there's a lot of stuff about that story they're going to try to change. And it'll be changes that are reasonable because it's 06. 06 made a lot of flawed choices, so changing anything could be an improvement, but I do think there's like some unnecessary stuff that they'll try to change that'll just make it feel like, you know, not trying to capture what the original game was trying to capture. Like, for as flawed as 06 was, again, it's a game that conceptually had a lot of good ideas because it was trying to be this bigger and more ambitious game in the adventure formula. But we know how Sega has been with moving on from the adventure formula and making 3D Sonic feel more like this boost formula that has more 2D than freaking 3D. So like that's part of the reason why I'm like, I don't know with remaking 06. And yeah, I could easily see like they pull some like kind of tears to life kind of thing, like in Pokemon the first movie, where like all the Pokemon cry to revive Ash. I could easily see something like that, where like instead of like having her freaking kiss Sonic, she'll like cry on him, and her tears will like resurrect him or something like that. I could I could easily see all sorts of little changes like that because of how infamous 06's story is. But in a second, when I get this Chaos Umbra, I'm gonna check Twitter, and I'm gonna try to see if there's any more topics left. If not, I'm ending this stream, I'm getting something to eat, and I'm going to sleep. And yeah, that's fair, Super Lumberg says. But alright. Let's check Twitter.com and see if there's any topics I'm forgetting, because I feel like I've covered most. Oh yeah, Arcane. I gotta talk about freaking Arcane. But I do want to still check. Dang it, I jumped in another special stage. Oh yeah, there was a freaking pinball. Dang it. But yeah, there's Pinball Mania Plus. I was not ready for that. I was expecting what is it? The blue spears. So I was not ready for that. Love this zone so much, bro. It's just like so pretty. And yeah, we don't know if Mephiles is gonna come back in terms of I don't know why I forgot that you gotta spin on that. But yeah, we don't know if Mephiles is gonna come back in terms of a new game, but if 06 got remade, he would have to come back because, you know. Nice. Alright. trying to beat this boss. I don't know why I'm like forgetting so much about this game. I guess it has been a while since I've technically played Mania. There we go. Ah, dang it! I'm screwed. Dang it! Ah. Alright, well, alright, let's see. Anything else happening out there in the world that I'm forgetting to talk about? Oh yeah, the Game Awards. The Game Awards. We got robbed in the Game Awards. I guess I could have brought that up. But I kind of don't want to. I want to forget that happened today. Because that kind of hurt me. And oh yeah, I did say I was going to talk about the Year of Shadow stuff in Sonic Movie Free. But honestly, maybe I'll save that for when we do the Sonic Movie Free podcast. I don't have much else to say on that. Oh, dang it. I don't know what it is with always getting screwed over. Speaking of which, the spoilers in the TV spots. Yeah, I've heard that the TV spots were going crazy with the spoilers. That's kind of why I don't want to talk much about it, because again, I just want to save my thoughts on the final movie and see the final movie, because I'm dodging the TV spots. They reveal a little too much. Yeah, I really got nothing else I want to bring up. I covered everything I wanted to cover. Arcane, I do need to talk about that, but I don't know if anyone here... I don't know if I want to talk about Arcane. Has anyone seen Arcane? Is anyone going to watch it in the future? I don't know. But all you need to know is that Season 1 is amazing. Season 2, I have thoughts on Season 2. But basically, my thoughts boil down to, I think Season 2 was overall still good. But I have a few mixed thoughts on it. Because without getting into spoilers, I think the problem with Season 2 of Arcane is that it feels a little tight in terms of the story. Like, I almost feel like some of the events that happened in Season 2 were meant to happen in a third season. At least one more season, because some of the events of Season 2 feel a little tight, as if like they were kind of crunching some of the details of it. Because I feel like they were trying to wrap the show up real fast because of how freaking expensive it is to produce, because the show is freaking expensive and you can see it in like every detail of the freaking show. But overall, it's still a great show. I overall still liked Season 2. There was a lot of great moments in it. The soundtrack, bro. The soundtrack of Arcane is like crazy. I've been listening to this one song from Season 2 on repeat freaking stop. Non-stop. But yeah, for those of you who are interested in checking out Arcane, I definitely give it a big recommend. But yeah, I really don't know. I don't have much else to talk about. We covered pretty much all of our subjects. I think The Year of Shadow, I'll probably talk a little more about that when we talk about Movie Free. We talked about all those Nintendo topics. We talked about the Sonic 06 remake topic. And then in terms of my channel, in terms of giving an update for my channel and what I'm up to, basically right now I'm doing the editing, the audio of the Sonic X Shadow Generations review. I'm doing recording and some audio editing for the big NCU project. Like, I'm doing a big Nintendo Cinematic Universe project. I haven't been very secretive about that. Like, I'm doing like a big project where I at least talk about what one phase could look like for a perfect, quote unquote, Nintendo Cinematic Universe phase. But I'm not going to say too much more on that because I want the video to be the video. And then in terms of where else I've just been doing all sorts of other stuff, man. And yeah, that's the sad thing about the whole Sonic Shadow Generations Game Awards incident. I hate that it didn't even get past round 1. We got absolutely nay-nayed on. But yet Sonic Frontiers was able to get to like almost getting a nomination, which is crazy. Not that I hate Sonic Frontiers, but like, I'm almost surprised at how much more support Frontiers got than Shadow Generations. Because Shadow Generations, it really does deserve an award. It's a good game. A lot of people are like arguing on Twitter about it though, because Sonic fans sometimes they get a little carried away. But some of them do have an interesting point in that we're probably getting we're getting destroyed so bad because Genshin is nominated, and obviously that has a lot of players who like go vote, because sometimes Genshin gives rewards out for their nominations, and like people are like tempted like, ooh, rewards, so let's go vote, and it just absolutely destroys us. But in general, like, it's just a testament to how Sonic is just like we're growing as a fandom and as a franchise again. But there's a lot of series that we just pale in numbers to still a little bit. Sonic's just like, we gotta remember, Sonic's not that popular in Japan and some other regions. Like, he relies a lot on the US market, so that's the reason why we be getting outnumbered like this. It's just the sad truth. What's this? New Switch 2 details? There's apparently a Switch 2 rumor on my feed from someone. Let's see. New Switch 2 details from Foxconn earnings release. It pretty much confirms that Switch 2 mass production is well on its way, and finished consoles in their retail packaging are already sitting in a Nintendo warehouse. This all suggests the period between announcement and release will be very short. I mean, I can hope so. I hope Nintendo Switch 2 we get the reveal soon and like release soon, because I'm starving, bro. I'm ready for the new generation of Nintendo. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready for it. I still need to go play Sonic Frontiers. Man, Sonic Frontiers. One day I'm going to have to talk about that game, because my thoughts on that game are complicated. Let me tell you. But hey, some of the stuff in that game led to Sonic X Shadow Generations, so I can't completely hate it. Not that I do hate it. Again, my thoughts are complicated. But yeah, chat, any topics y'all want to hear me talk about before I end the stream? Because I don't have anything else to really talk about. But if y'all have something you want to hear my thoughts on before I head out, let me know. I'll wait a few minutes. Scroll my feed and see what's going on. Oh yeah, there was a Sonic, Transformers X Sonic collab apparently. Oh my goodness, where the Sonic Transformer, he turns into his car from the Sega All-Star Racing games, and then the Tails Transformer transforms into the tornado. Yeah, that was crazy. Looking forward to your eventual Sonic Shadow Generations review vid. Yeah, TyStar, I'm working on it. I still need to do a lot of work on it, but thank you. Thank you. I very much appreciate it. In general, I appreciate all of your support. Mygo, the Talene, James, all of you in the chat. Very much appreciate it. I just really like talking about video games and Sonic and Nintendo specifically, and that's the reason why I'm here. Nothing more, nothing less. Like, I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing it solely for the love of the game out here. Like, I just really like yapping about this stuff, and that is the reason why I am out here like this. And having people to yap about it with is fun. Oh yeah, I still need to play Spark the Electric Jester free. I'm probably gonna set that up eventually and freaking play that. Because I've played Spark 1, I've played Spark 2, and I'm gonna play Spark free, and maybe I'll do a video giving my thoughts on the trilogy, maybe. Or maybe it'll be a stream where I'm playing like one of the games. Depends. But yeah, I'm already seeing the memes for Squirrel Girl in Marvel Rivals. Apparently she's OP. Is she OP? That would be mad funny. That game has freaking Venom, Wolverine, and they're getting clapped up by Squirrel Girl. Peak. That would be peak if that's true. But yeah, I'm pretty much done for tonight. I got no other subjects. No one in chat has said if they want me to talk about anything else, so I think I'm ready to call it a night. So again, I want to thank y'all for coming out to the stream. Much appreciated, as always. I don't know if when I'll be able to do another stream, because again, I've got so much I need to catch up on and play and all that stuff. I need to get back to the channel as a whole, but yeah, it was a good stream. We had a good talk tonight. I hope y'all have a better understanding of where I am right now in terms of Sonic, Nintendo, and the channel and all that stuff. And that's gonna be it. I just noticed my Discord like disappeared from the stream. I don't know how long it was gone, but if it was gone that entire time, that's a little embarrassing, but whatever. Again, this was a casual talk stream, so But yeah. Thank y'all for coming out as always. And I'm done for tonight. This has been Nux. And I'm out. Peace.